What would it be like to run some of the coolest Hondas ever? Our job as parents is to embarrass the hell out of her. So what do we have here, babe? What happened?
Staying warm. Their outdoor wood boiler.
Woo! Three three-wheelers and a little four-wheeler? Haha, that's gonna be awesome. Just when you think you can't get any sexier, I tell you. Awesome stuff. We managed to score the coolest little gift for a kid. And, well, you can see my son's got his three-wheelers lined up, which is just awesome. And today he's standing over here playing in the wheelbarrow with the water. But what he did not notice is tucked over here, just right behind the trailer, is one of the coolest things a little boy or girl could ever want. Now this thing is 4 Zinger 60. Oh my god, these things are really, really cool. They made a whole bunch of these, and it's an automatic 2-stroke 60 cc's. It has a little screw you can adjust under here. Well, actually we have to get the screw for it, so you can limit how far the throttle goes. Really slows them down. I mean, you can think these things just as a walking speed. I hopped on it last night, took it for a spin, and I was blown away. It's really quick. So he's going to have a blast. Now this thing is about the size of a modern electric four-wheeler. He's got one of those that he runs around on here. And I figured get him one of these while we can. We wanted to get the three-wheeler one, but our property has a lot of hills and dips to it. So figured the four-wheeler, let him get that so he's not too rambunctious because, well, I know how I ride stuff. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to clean this whole thing up, so follow along with some other videos. This even came with a full new decal set for it. We've renovated a three-wheeler back in the past, and we're going to do that again. So follow along, we'll clean up the plastics, and we're going to give it to him, and it's going to be the coolest gift ever. Probably going to be a birthday present. It's either going to be under the Christmas tree, and looking all beautiful and polished,
it's a
but
birthday present.
Probably a birthday present, because I can't wait to give it to him. What do you think?
I can't wait to give it to him.
Cool. So what do you have there?
Well, I've got my new four-wheeler. No, it's the baby's. But I want to ride it before he does.
Oh yeah?
Sorry about the hair. I found a whole bunch of hair ties. Didn't know what to do with them. Oh, it's a full start.
I don't know what you're doing, First Lady.
I don't.
See? Apparently you got to turn this on for starting. And then you give it a little yank, and then once it gets going, give it a yank there.
Okay.
Watch your thumb so I can give it some gas. Now once it gets going a little bit... No, wait, hold on. It's a 2-stroke. You got to let it warm up a little bit.
Oh.
So don't just get on it or you'll like mess up the motor. So yeah, you need to warm these suckers up.
I get excited.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
I know you're recording, but all the goats are good?
So far. Alright, go ahead and give it a little.
Oh, thank God. I'm going anywhere.
You giving it full throttle? It's got to warm up yet, so go easy on it. Every dad wants to get their kid exactly what they should have for Christmas, and I think this is going to be it, and this would be the hit. I know I wanted this thing when I was a kid. God, I was like 6 maybe when this came out, and man, I drooled over this, or any Honda little four-wheeler. I wasn't even allowed to like look at them, let alone ride them. So the little guy, hopefully he'll find this under the tree, and we absolutely scored this thing, and we got it with the sticker kit and everything. So follow along, we'll do some other videos of restoring this, fixing up the plastics, putting stickers on it. But I figured I'd take this chance while the kid isn't here to take it out and show you what it does and give you a little showcase. So this thing Has a couple weird spots. It has a start, a run, and an off switch. So you put it in start and give it a, well, usually right into the run, and it should be good to go. The wife was out here a minute ago trying it out. It's a lot quicker than you might think. This thing. Probably maybe 15 miles an hour. Another squirrel. Now I'm 175 pounds and it's pulling me. A little example of how easy that is to ride. I mean, it's just an automatic, give it gas and go. 2-stroke, 60 cc's. They usually have an oil injection in this. The guy got rid of that, so you got to mix the gas when you go. Other than that, smells a little bit rich, but overall, he is going to absolutely love this thing. This is 1984. Try 4-Zinger. 4-Zinger, and I know, you know, but Brian, you know, you're a 3-wheeler guy. What's the deal with the 4-wheeler? Well, I wanted to get him a 3-wheeler, but the reality is this property, it's all hills and dips, and good God, it'll be hard enough for him to keep 4 wheels from rolling over. So we're going to go with the 4-wheeler for this, and when he can show off and show me up on that, then we'll talk about the 3-wheeler. But for now, this is where it's going to start. And like I said, I wanted to get my kid one of these things before I knew I even had kids. And I can't wait to see his face. Like I said, we have a whole new sticker kit, and they just peeled all this. It must have been sitting outside for a while because you could see this plastic. They just scraped them clean. So there's a bunch of tricks to restoring these, and they kind of did the hard part already, scraping them down. But yeah, definitely follow along. And pretty cool little toy. Make every little kid's dream. Okay, now this is our pressure washer. This sucker's maybe a little more than you need. It's 4,000 psi, which is absolutely awesome. You got to be careful you don't strip like paint off cars and stuff and houses. So should fire right up. Yep. All right, you ready? First, we'll start in an inconspicuous kind of spot here, maybe down here by the peg. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna be very wet by the time this is done, but I don't know if you could tell, but holy moly, that made a difference in there. It's nice and shiny now. So let's get up in here and I can show you a good spot. And then right there, see that line? God, I don't even know if you'll be able to see. Yeah, you gotta be able to see. This is all crud. And this is clean now, right there. Phew. Right across the Yamaha on the front. Oh, that's awesome. Cleaning right up. Wow, what a difference. This thing is gleaming now. I mean, it still has a few little imperfections, but once we sand polish and do a couple other little tricks to this and then put our decal kit on here, this thing is going to be just right. especially for a little guy to go beating on for quite a few years and rip around here. Tuck it away and there you go. There's a different, like, ta-da! Man, what a score. Clean that up. A couple of those, no problem. Oh, that's so cool. Now, it doesn't look as good in person as it does on camera, so you're gonna have to work with me here. Basically, it's been sitting out in the sun for quite some time, and if you look right here, you could see the fade difference between the two, and it's pretty rough, pitted. Somebody scraped and cleaned a little bit of it. Somewhat smooth here, more to work on there. Whatever, you could really see the difference where it's head shaft. And that's what we want to make it look like. But I don't know if we'll get that far along. Anyway, I have a couple tips and tricks and little tools and ways to do this. So, you know, we have to get this ready for a little present coming up here soon. So one of the first things we're going to do, scraper. Now you got to be careful. You don't want to just go jabbing and poking and ripping into it. So pick yourself a nice inconspicuous spot other than right on the front on the hood. Then what you want to do is take an angle and start scraping. 90 degrees to it. And notice I'm using the edge instead of just the straight edge. I mean, sometimes you can do that. But you seem to get a little better of a cut when you use just the edging. And you could use a knife, a razor blade maybe would work, but this thing works really well. And you can see, I mean, it's just shaving away all the worst parts of the sun-faded, worn-out plastic. So it's going to take a while, but it definitely works pretty slick using this thing. Almost satisfying to scrape and scratch all this. You can feel it. It either grabs it or it slides. So just make sure you don't put any gouges in it. That's all that matters. As long as you don't gouge it, you'll be fine, because the gouges are going to take you a lot of time to clean and work up later. So if you just keep scratching and scratching and scratching, and you can see, I mean, well, it's a lot better than it was. Okay. You can see the difference between the two. It's almost, you could feel it too, how smooth it is. So it's going to take a while, but man, what a difference it's going to make. Now, there's all kinds of polishes and other stuff you could put on here. However, right now, I want to get this as clean as I can. I don't want to put anything on it because I want all these new stickers to stick on here. We have a new sticker kit going on here, so we're just going to clean all this, sand it, get it all right, basically start scraping. So let me get this scraped down a ways and then I'll come back and show you some more stuff. Well, just keep scraping and scraping and scraping until you know you don't want to scrape anymore, and then scrape some more. But this is going to be one of the better ways to get all this off. Okay, you don't want to, try not to have the chatter. Chatter's going to make a lot more work later, especially on a high point. And you can see the ridges that I just made. Let's see if I can get a good sign here, a shot. You can almost see those couple ridges. That makes the chatter as you scrape across. So you got to then scrape those off. Try not to get them. Overall, it's a lot of work. It really makes you say how much you love your kid to make it nice for them, or, you know, hopefully you have plastics worth saving. There's no cracks in these, so yeah, they're a little faded. It'll take some work, but we'll save them. And this tool is perfect. If you have a good straight edge, I wouldn't use the straight edge. I'm yet to use it. I don't know. Maybe it'll work, but to me, this round edge just cuts exactly what you want. And you can see what you need to do as you slowly move. And you can see a little bit of a polish coming to that. Still has a ways to go, but this is the best start. Okay, you could see the difference right now between what's been done and what hasn't. This is pretty amazing. So obviously this front fender here, you can see the shine right across that, just catching the light. Little shine back here. There's a light white-ish streak through there that's, I might not be able to get out, but I can deal with that. The hood's looking pretty good. You can see some scratches and overall still some wear. A little more to go on here. But it is 100 times better. Now if you look back, this is kind of an area of what we're starting with. Still all scraped. And now from that, polished up to that, polished up to this. So we're getting there. What are we doing? Well, we scraped it at first with our scraper. Get the main gist of it off after pressure washing. Then hit it with 220. Go over and scratch it pretty good. Nice circular pattern. Go over here and show you. Take out all those spots so you don't see that there's lines to it. Any chatter marks you might have. Try to go in the circular wax on, wax off kind of motion. And you'll see you'll have some scratches like that, but at least it's cleaned that up. Then we have one that's a 320. And if you get it wet, it does work really well as well. I can actually be better wet sanding this. However, cutting further down and getting rid of some of those scratches. Then we are taking super fine steel wool. Right there. This stuff works for everything. This is the secret. Right here. Usually with chrome. That's where it starts. Start polishing chrome and whatever, and it brings the luster back. But with plastics, let's bring you around and get you situated here. See what we can see. Some of those cuts and swirls. And you can see it's already shining up really nice. Your arm's going to get really strong and tired from doing this. And it'll determine how much you really love your child. But you could see from that, and this would have been under a sticker, so you could see some good shine there. This should probably come back pretty quick. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. That's what we're after. Didn't take much other than a whole lot of polishing. So start sanding, do that, and keep going. Yeah, there's a ways to go. So we'll see. Tomorrow is my kid's birthday party, and I don't know if I'm going to give it to him for tomorrow, for that, or for Christmas. See how much I get done. I do have the sticker kit. I want to get this all sanded and cleaned and polished so I can put the stickers on before I put any chemical or anything else on it, because then the stickers won't stick. So let me keep polishing away here. Okay, so I just went over the whole thing with a wet rag, cleaned it up a little bit, and man, you could see she's looking pretty good. Now if you look close, you know, this gets covered by a sticker, so I didn't worry about that. But it's not perfect, but it's pretty darn good for how bad these plastics were. And okay, if I can make it shine like that when I'm done, we can deal with that. I mean, come on. My kid's too. He's going to have a blast with this thing. And it's just... oh, this is exciting. He's going to love this. So, now that I have it cleaned, I'm going to go ahead and... give it a good cleaning again with Windex once it dries. This way everything is really clean for where the stickers are going to go. And then I'm going to put some stickers on it. And then keep polishing. And I have another little trick I'm going to do to finish this up and make it gleam a little more. Oh, getting it done. Oh man, now the fun can begin. I think once you start putting the decals on, that's it. So I'll put a link down below so you can pick up some stickers. And Usually I'll use an X-Acto knife. I don't happen to have one with me, so I will use a utility knife. And the trick when you're doing decals or stickers is don't ever touch them. Peel the edge, and as soon as you peel the edge, put the knife blade there, pinch it on the knife blade, peel the whole rest of the backing, and you'll never touch with your fingers, because as soon as you touch your fingers, you're going to get oils, goop, dirt, dust in that edge, and it's never going to seal. So realistically, if you put the knife in here, this edge won't really seal as well either. Try to open this up right here in this corner. If you can open this particular decal in this corner, this will always stay down. It's really going to be hard for this part to want to lift up. Always edges, corners, they lift very easily. This might be another one right here you might be able to start with, or even here. Anyway, let's open this up and take a look. Okay, that one's just laying there. It's not even attached. But man, just that little bit changes the look of this whole machine. Okay, so now how do we want to do this? Well, you have to be extra careful when you do this, because if you put this on crooked in any way, it's going to look absolutely, well, for lack of a better terms, retarded. So make sure you figure out exactly how you want to do it, that the corners are going to lay down and seal correctly. This could come back this way a little bit more if it needs to. Okay, so what I'll do is, instead of going back, I'll go up a touch, and that'll seal there pretty well. All right. Now that I have that pretty well marked down, I'm going to let that sit for a little bit. I didn't open the backing yet. Now, your best bet, pinch this exactly the way you want it. Open this up. Peel the back, stick half of it, peel the other half, pull the backing from behind, and then lay the rest down over top of it. Don't kink it. If you put a seam in the middle of it while you're trying to peel it, it's going to show. You want to have one smooth pull. Okay, so if you know this is exactly good here, and you open this up and you can lay this down, start here and do one smooth pull across, lay the whole thing while holding that, you'll be set. If it lays like this and drops, you're in trouble. Again, make sure it's completely clean. You can still just see this is wet. We're going to go by and clean all this one more time really well with some Windex and dry it off. This way it's extra clean. We also sanded this pretty well. If you look, you could see the scratches in here. And I didn't bother polishing this out because I don't want this to be smooth. I want it to be porous enough that the stickers are going to stick to it. If it's super smooth and super clean, it's not going to work. So you need a little bit of grit, if you will. Perfectly smooth, but rough. Good description. Oh, wonder if that's the way. Nope, that's upside down. Oh, cool. So what a difference it made even being upside down. But wow, this thing from 1986 suddenly looks new. Wow, he's gonna be so happy, and what a happy little guy. Okay, there's one on there. Once you get it, start from here, go right around, press, never touch that edge. If you touch the edge, you're done for. That is the whole key. You can touch anything inside here, probably down inside here, even under here, but if you touch this, you see how that edge is sticking up? If you mess with that at all, you're in trouble. You gotta stick that really well. That's the only thing that matters, is those points, because that's where this is going to start peeling if it's ever going to come up again. Cool, I think it's on there. Man, what a difference. This looks amazing. Okay, next. So sometimes with a bigger sticker like this, if you have to touch the sticker, touch it in the middle right here, because this part is never going to matter, as long as the edges stick. So I was able to hold here and hold here while centering that and placing it, getting it really nice. Oh. Okay, so the trick with the X-Acto knife is to slide that right between the sticker and the cardboard. Just like that. Get in there and peel it. If you use your finger, it makes a seam. So holding the whole sticker on the very edge of the knife blade, You can set it exactly what you need to do. Get it just right. And get it just the way you want this. Okay, so another trick here is never use a leading edge, meaning you never want to pick a leading edge. This would be a leading edge because as you're driving, dirt and wind is coming this direction wanting to peel this up. This top part would be another leading edge because rain and wind and dirt and debris is going to fall down. This part here would be fragile as anything back here, so if we pick and cut from the very bottom and get into this, you're never going to touch that. Even if this doesn't stick very well right here, it won't matter. Wow, what a difference. Okay, I have one more little trick. One more thing to do to this thing, but I can't believe it's looking this nice. My kid is going to be so thrilled. I think I paid $500 for this thing, and it was, it looked pretty rough. Needed some love, and that's what it got, and oh, it runs great. Here's a link of the wife riding around on it. She had a good time trying it out. Man, I'm excited. So all I really had to do, I had to put the throttle stop screw in. I grabbed that out of another machine I had, and I'm sure we'll move that from this machine to that machine when he gets a little older again. It also has this little magical part. Okay, where did it go? Right here. This clip. So, I can hook a string to this. Get a good shot. Maybe from here. So, if I pull that away, boom, that shuts the engine down. You need that in there to run. So if you hook a string to this, and your kid gets away from you, starts driving too fast, and you just yank the string, boom, kill switch. So this is a really nice little feature for a child's machine to have that. So between this magical little kill switch here and the throttle stop screw, which I can set to barely like a walking speed, he's set for it. And he's turning 2. So, well, let me do one more little magical trick to this, show you what to do, and we'll be done and ready to do the unveiling. Oh, I can't wait to give it to him. Okay, so my last little magical trick for today. Get yourself some WD-40. I get it by the gallon and use these old leftover spray bottles for it. So, wow. See if we can see how that works. Okay. Holy cow, look at this come to life. And put it on very heavy, because you got to remember these plastics have been sitting. They want to soak this up, and they need all the oil they can get right now. So the trick was to put the stickers on first and put them on really good, and then oil all this up. This way they stick and you don't have to worry about it. Look at that thing shine and shimmer. Wow. Okay, you can see a little bit from here to here. In this next clip when I'm done, the whole thing will be all shiny. Holy cow, you would think this was 1986. This thing is gleaming. Wow. Amazing. A little bit of elbow grease, some new stickers, WD-40 will do. That just, oh man, I'm jealous. I can't wait to give it to him. He's going to be so thrilled. $500. You know, that's money well spent to make memories right there. And yeah, it was rough when I got it, and he'll be happy. And I guarantee you, after him, some other kid's going to be happy, and I hope it's his kid. You know, my grandkids, no reason this shouldn't stick around in the family and be the perfect machine for all of them to play on and have a great time. 60 cc's, shaft driven, 2-stroke. This thing's cool. These things are awesome little machines. Doesn't need really anything at this point other than a little more air in the tire. Clean up a couple things. Perfect, perfect, perfect. What kid wouldn't be thrilled to death to get this? Wow.
dryer vent on you. Get out of here! Get out!
Think he's gonna like it?
Oh my god, this is incredible!
Was that worth $500?
This is incredible. Yeah. This is incredible! Oh my god. This kid isn't gonna give a shit about the helicopter I got him.
Yeah,
This
little
is-
helicopter? No, that's not
No,
gonna
he
cut
won't
it.
care. No, he won't care. Oh, this is incredible. This is unbelievable.
Stay tuned for that project in the back. It's a Yamaha YT175 three-wheeler.
Babe, you worked so hard on this too.
Yeah, the stickers make it, right?
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Toilet in the
I'm
background.
in Thanksgiving prep for all your watchers. I'm in Thanksgiving prep.
Yeah.
I had to do my hair tonight, and this I look like crap. Wow, this is incredible. Oh my god, he's going to freak out. Sweet. So should we wrap up his helmet and have him unwrap his helmet?
Yep. It's all got to be together. I mean, I don't want to wait till Christmas. I think you should get this tomorrow.
He needs to get this tomorrow.
The weather's just right. The whole family will be here. They can watch him see this and just be
especially
floored.
family coming down from the Catskills or from Catskills.
Oh, man. That thing is just... It's like brand new looking from 1986.
That's incredible.
Come on out, bud.
Oh yeah, I should be down there too. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure that's for you, little guy.
Wow, what is it?
Oh, you had your hand.
What is it? You gotta open it.
What is that?
Open it.
Open?
Open it.
You know what it is? Oh, he's ready to go. You know what it is? Oh, he's ready to go.
Pull start, huh, buddy?
What noise does that make?
Gas? Gas, 1986, huh? Looks pretty good for 1986. Yeah? Is that cool or what?
Did you see it when make it go fast? Immediately. What does that make?
Say vroom vroom.
Gas?
Gas.
Brian, say
Gas,
vroom vroom.
1986, huh? Looks pretty good for 1986.
So good.
Yeah? Watch where you're going. Give it gas. That's full throttle right now. You gotta turn, bud. You gotta turn. Is that cool or what? Have a great day, everyone.